Oh Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Rachah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone, the elder bishops. Peace, blessings, and salutations go unto the hopeful elect, the tabernacle of David, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. So real quick, you can see here the title of this article: Kamala Harris launches new national task force on preventing online harassment and abuse. And one thing about these politicians, they don't give a damn about the people. Okay, you know what I'm saying? They don't give a damn about anyone that's going through harassment or any kind of abuse. You see, America is a land that actually promotes and enables harassment and abuse. But here it is, you got Kamala Harris that's come out of the sunken place, right? Because for the longest time, you know what I'm saying, you ain't even hear nothing about Kamala Harris. Now she suddenly popped up at an alphabet parade, and now she talking about, she wants to, pass bills to prevent online harassment and abuse. You see, and it's nothing but hypocrites in power right now. Okay, it's nothing but hypocrites, because here it is, you want to so-called target online harassment and abuse. But what about the, harassment and abuse that goes on within the Catholic Church? What about all them little boys that, was sexually abused, sexually harassed within the Catholic Church, and then, was given hush money? They was silenced. You know what I'm saying? And this is well documented. Like these things are well, the information is out there. It's well known what goes on within the Catholic Church. Every day at the average American's job, they going through harassment and abuse. You know what I'm saying? But where is the fight against that? But you want to so-called target online harassment and abuse, which we know that this is all BS. This is all that they're trying to do is to ultimately silence anyone that speaks against the NWO. They trying to silence anyone that speaks the truth, period. You know what I'm saying? But mainly, they really moving in to ban the Bible. All right, that's really what it is. They mainly moving in to ban the scriptures. We've done articles, brothers have brought out articles where, listen, man, these devils are hell-bent on now making the Bible illegal, okay? Because why? When Esau gave you Christianity, that's not what the scriptures teach. All right, Christianity is basically a very, watered down, simplified version of the Bible. Okay, where, Esau basically uses Christianity to make you a docile slave. Okay, to keep you in wickedness. All right, Christianity is not the truth of the Bible. So now the Christianity is on the way out, and people not really going for it, especially Jake. Now, and on top of that, the real prophets have been raised up in this time. The real men of the Lord have been raised up, and we speaking the truth of the Bible, and we condemning these devils. All right, we really the only ones that's speaking out against this government and condemning them, telling them what their future going to be. So Esau can't have that. You know what I'm saying? So now they want to so-called target online harassment and abuse, which this is all leading into the famine of the word, because eventually what they're going to do is they're going to say, listen, anyone that's, in a nutshell, anyone that speaks against the government, anyone that, brings out any kind of truth, exposes anyone within the government or this wicked system, you're going to be silenced. You're going to be prosecuted. All right, so this is leading into the famine of the word. Now let's go ahead and get that real quick in Amos 8, verse 11. It says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, so, hey, the days are coming where these devils are going to, systematically do away with anyone that speaks the truth. All right. And really what they want to do away with is the men of the Lord. All right, because the Israelites, we've been, a pretty hot topic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I forget the name of the show. I think it's called Barbershop Talk or something like that, where different athletes or entertainers, they get together in this barbershop setting and they talk about different topics. But it was one episode with Draymond Green, LeBron, and a couple other guys, and they was in there, and Draymond was like, hey, listen, America treats us unfair because they know who we are. You know what I'm saying? Now he didn't come out as far to say, that they know we're the Israelites. Like, he didn't come out to say that, because these entertainers, these athletes, they still want to hold on to their money. They don't want to lose their endorsement deals. They don't want no controversy to be stirred up by their name. So they'll kind of drop little gems here and there, but they won't fully come out and say what it is that they know. Because they know that if they do that, then they're going to be made public enemy number one. I mean, everybody saw that when Nick Cannon and Professor Griff, they was basically, they was basically effeminized. You know what I'm saying? Because, Nick Cannon came out, he was talking about, the Israelites and, Esau was living in caves and they troglodytes and this and that. And it was like, well, they stole our heritage. Like, he actually came out and said that on his show. And ever since that, Nick Cannon, listen, Esau had to shut that down. You know what I'm saying? Because, listen, you can't speak the truth. It's a crime to speak the truth in today's day and time, man. All right, so these devils is coming with these different legislation, these different laws, these different policies to come in and do away with the Bible, to do away with the truth of the word. Verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. So when they finally do come in and shut down the internet and, heavily censor things, listen, if you don't got this is why we tell you, if you don't get this word now, get this understanding now, because the prophet is out here to tell you and give you the understanding. It's thousands upon thousands of videos out there that brothers have made on any topic that you want to learn. So the information is out there. You just got to take advantage of it, because we're not going to be here forever. Like, we're not going to be, giving out this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding forever, because there's going to come a time where the Most High, due to prophecy, he going to let Esau roll on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, he going to let Esau come and, do what he going to do with the prophets and shut down the word. See, that's why it says they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east, they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord. So people, when certain prophetic events go down, the people that wasn't paying attention, that wasn't taking heed to the word, they're going to be seeking answers in that day, especially Christians. If you still a Christian in the day of judgment, you definitely going to be lost. So you definitely going to be wondering what the hell is going on. You're going to be looking for the men of the Lord in that day. You're going to be like, where are those Israelites that was out on the corner? They were speaking the truth. See, in that day, you're going to realize that a prophet had been among you, but it's going to be too late. All right, because at that point, the famine of the word will have fully been set in. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, the prophet's not going to be speaking no more. And that's why it says, and shall not find it. So you're not going to be able to find the prophets. You're not going to be able to get the understanding in those days because you didn't take advantage of it while it was out here. And we just regular guys. People may just look at us and, say, well, how can you call yourself a prophet? Where's your, credentials to show that you know the Bible? Well, hey, it's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai at the end of the day. See, we don't have any credentials of Esau to validate that we have a PhD in this, that we studied the Bible for X amount of years. No, man. Of course, we learn from men, but also the Holy Spirit guides us into the true understanding of the Bible, So that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a thing of, having credentials to, show your papers to say, oh, yeah, well, I'm an expert in the Bible because this, that, the third. Nah, man. It's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, through the Ruach HaKodesh. You know what I'm saying? That's what gives the understanding ultimately. You see, so, hey, you got to get this word, man, because, these devils are moving in to do away with everything, all right? In that NWO, it's going to be completely satanic. If you're not speaking wickedness, then, you can't speak nothing at all. So it says Vice President Kamala Harris on Thursday launched a new national task force aimed at helping to prevent and address online harassment and abuse. Ahead of the meeting, President Joe Biden signed a memorandum establishing the initiative, the White House Task Force to Address Online Harassment and Abuse. The interagency effort will particularly focus on online harassment and abuse of women and LGBTQ Americans, as one senior administration official ahead of the meetings noted how such harassment disproportionately targets those communities. Okay, so speaking against women, what does it say? Online harassment and abuse of women and the alphabet. All right, so you can't speak against the alphabet community. You can't condemn them for that lifestyle. You see, and listen, man, this whole alphabet thing is completely satanic. Okay, because notice that before it was just LGB, right? Then they added the T, then they added the Q, and guess what? They gonna keep on adding letters because eventually they're gonna add pedophilia as a sexual orientation. Eventually, they're going to add bestiality as a sexual orientation. Okay, they're going to add necrophilia as a sexual orientation. And guess what? When these things are added to this whole alphabet agenda, you're not going to be able to speak against none of it. If you even say that you don't agree with that, then they're gonna come for you. You see, and a lot of people like to express their opinions online. But we coming into the time now where Esau is going to be the devil that he is. And you know what I'm saying? He going to shut stuff down to the point where you can't speak out against nothing. It's either you going to agree or you're going to be persecuted. That's the time that's coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, the devil about to come down with great wrath. And let's get that real quick. All right. Revelation 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth, Slakia, and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Okay, so Esau, the so-called white man, the devil, all right, this devil knows that he has but a short time. So this is why he has to, come on with it, man. You know what I'm saying? This is why he gotta, use the face, all right, because really it's not her that's doing this shit, man. It's the people behind her, the power that's behind her. All she doing is taking orders. She just taking orders from her higher ups. All right, so this is really their agenda, man. The secret council of the wicked. All right, to shut down any kind of free speech, to shut down any kind of opposition or indifference to their agenda that they want to push. All right. It says Harris launched the meeting by recalling her experience as California Attorney General dealing with cyber exploitations, crimes, and saying that more needs to be done to protect Americans online. So you're talking about online speech, but yet in the real world, okay, like I said, you have, millions of young boys in the Catholic Church that have been getting sexually abused for years, but you don't see them making a big deal out of that. You don't see them passing laws and legislations against that. You don't see none of these Catholic priests going to jail. You don't see none of that. All these school shootings that's happening, you don't really see, no type of they won't even kill the shooter. They'll actually arrest the shooter that just killed 20 children and actually seek to take him in. Won't even be rough with him. But if it was a Jake, it'd be a completely different story, right? So, hey, it's very plain to see that we live in a land that is ruled by hypocrites, man. All right, and hey, the joy of the hypocrite is only but for a moment. All right, so these devils are only going to be allowed to operate but for so much longer because the sheer wickedness and evil and hypocrisy has reached unto heaven. And it's gotten to the point now where Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is about to move on this place, man. All right, very, very soon. Because, listen, the wickedness in this place, the wickedness in Babylon the Great, this, it is exceeded unto heaven, man. So, hey, listen, this place got to go. All right, this place can't stay up too much longer, lest no flesh be saved. This affects all of us. If it affects any one of us, Harris said, adding, all of us have a responsibility to stand together to support those who have gone through this, but to also recognize they shouldn't have to be alone fighting on this issue. Okay, these people don't give a damn about nobody. All right, all they're gonna do is mention certain things to use to their benefit, for their agenda, because they know what their agenda is to push complete lawlessness, complete wickedness upon the earth. But they need a scapegoat, so they can say, oh yeah, well, we want to protect the alphabet community. We want to protect pedos. We want to protect women. You know what I'm saying? Which really, they don't give a damn about you, because here it is, you got all kind of women out here getting raped, all kind of sex crimes, and they ain't getting no type of justice. Which ultimately, all of that is the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, so at the end of the day, Esau not going to give you no solution. You got to get yourself right with the Heavenly Father. Because at the end of the day, if you're not right with the Heavenly Father, then he's going to allow judgment to come upon you because you're being wicked. Plain and simple. It says the initiative, which fulfills a campaign promise Biden made, has been charged with developing recommendations for Congress, state governments, and private entities, as well as policies for the federal government. It is to provide its suggestions and recommendations within 180 days of its launch. All right. Says the task force is not zeroing in on any particular technology platform, but rather on the role of platforms and social media more generally. So see, social media is really the target. All right. So YouTube, Twitter, what else? BitChute, Odyssey, and any kind of platform to where people can freely speak. They about to do away with that. Because like I said, they don't want the truth out here. All right. They don't want people to wake up and become woke to what these devils are really on. All right. They want to keep people in the dark. All right. They want to keep that veil of deception on the people, man. So you see, the secret counsel of the wicked. All right. Now, let's go ahead and get 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall come, except there come a falling away first. All right. In which we did fall away from the faith. All right. A lot of Israelites got into Islam. They was getting into these different philosophies, these different religions. Ultimately, we lost our identity of who we were as a people. So we indeed, as a nation of people, did fall away from our true customs and heritage. Ultimately, we fell away from the Most High and His only begotten Son. All right, so that's already, that fulfillment of prophecy has already happened. But we in this point now, in that man of sin, which we know who the man of sin is according to the scriptures, is none other than Esau Edom, the so-called white man. It says the son of perdition. All right, when you go into that word perdition, it means destruction. So this is the son of destruction, man, the man of sin. All right. So Esau is that vessel of wrath fitted for destruction. So Esau was tailor-made to be destroyed, man. All right. This man was literally created by the Most High for the function to be the wicked upon the earth, to be Satan upon the earth. That's why Esau was created. Like, you look at all the evil and the wickedness going on within the earth. Who does it already go back to? Why is there a hole in the ozone layer? Why is the ocean full of plastic and oil spills and all this pollution and all of this? Why do we have GMO foods? Why do you have to pay for air? Why do you have to pay for water? Why is the soil corrupted? Listen, why is there chemtrails in the air, man? Why is that? Who does that all go back to? Why is there drugs and then heroin and cocaine and Oxycontin and all this other type of bullshit? Like, why is that all out here? Who does that all go back to? The man of sin, the son of perdition. You see? Because you can point the finger at Jake, you can point the finger at whoever and say, oh yeah, well, they're the ones doing it. But who created these things? Who actually made these things so? Esau Edom, the so-called white man, has actually managed to destroy the ecosystem, destroy the atmosphere of the earth in less than 200 years, man. Within the dawn of that industrial revolution, the earth has been destroyed. You know what I'm saying? So, this is the man of sin, the son of perdition. Verse 4, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God. Okay, so this man exalt himself higher than the Most High. This man has a God complex. This man think that he is the Most High. Esau is literally trying to be like the Most High. He's trying to take the place of the Most High. You see? Esau showed him, well, we're going to get to it, or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Now what nation of people upon the earth is guilty of showing themselves as God, showing themselves sitting in the temple of God? All these movies that you got out here, Exodus and Noah, Passion of the Christ, you know what I'm saying? They literally show themselves to be God. They show themselves to be the Most High, man. Who is? That's Esau, the so-called white man. You see? So when you read this, by process of elimination, nobody else showed themselves to be God. Nobody else opened the book of the law, as it says in Maccabees, and painted the likeness of their own images. No one else is guilty of that but Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. It wasn't the Arab. It wasn't the East Indian. It wasn't the Chinaman. It wasn't the Japanese, the Korean, Moab. It wasn't Ham. All right. It wasn't the so-called Africans. Oh, by process of elimination, there's only one nation that you can point to fulfill the prophecy of 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 4. And that's Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, so by this, we know who the man of sin is. We know who the son of perdition is. And if you don't believe it, that the white man is the devil according to the Bible, just look at his works. Just look at what he's done to the planet Earth. Just look at what he's done to the nations of the planet Earth, man. Look at what he's done to the Israelites. This man was burning Jake. This, you know what I'm saying? Like, this man was, gator bait, Jim Crow, slavery. You know what I'm saying? Like, just look at this man's works. Like I said, the man is to put a hole in the damn ozone layer. That's Esau. That's the devil. All right? And that's why we can stand as boldly as a lion and tell the white man that he the devil straight to his face and not give a damn, because he is, and it's true. You see? But people is afraid to speak like that because they want to be politically correct. Hey, well, to hell with being politically correct, man. We're going to speak the truth of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, whether you like it or not. Straight like that. All right, so now let's get let's get Ezekiel 3. All right, because, hey, like I said, Esau moving in to cut off the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right, Esau moving in to do away with free speech, to do away with the Bible ultimately. All right, and in that day when that famine of the word come, it's going to be like this. Ezekiel 3 verse 26, and I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb. Okay, which means you can't speak, and shall not be to them a reprover. Okay, so there's going to be a time where people are going to be searching for the man of the Lord, and even if you do find a man of the Lord in that day, his tongue going to be cleaved to the roof of his mouth. So he's not even going to be able to prophesy unto you. He's not even going to be able to reprove you in that day because you didn't take heed when you had liberty. All right, so in that day, you're going to be on your own pretty much, for they are a rebellious house. Verse 27, but when I speak with thee, I will open thy mouth, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, he that heareth, let him hear, and he that forbeareth, let him forbear, for they are a rebellious house. Okay, so the man of the Lord is only going to prophesy again unless the Lord want them to prophesy. Okay, but it's not going to be on a level to where it is now, to where you have brothers all across the four, in pretty much every nation on the planet Earth, sign and prophesying. It's not going to be like that. It's going to become a famine of the word. The word is going to cease. All right. So this is the time that we're moving into, man. These devils is looking to do away with all kind of truth upon the planet Earth. And, it's very obvious to see. All right. They want to come in. They want to take away your guns. They want to take away your ability to eat. They want to take away your ability to have a decent, comfortable life. But this is all for prophecy to come forth ultimately. Because the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua must be fulfilled before the end can come. These devils have to be taken out of their rulership. Prophecy must be fulfilled in totality before the kingdom of heaven can come to the Israelites, man. All right, so with that, hopefully this lesson was edifying to the Rechah Kadash. Call Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Rechah Kadash. Till next time, Shalom to the elect, Tabernacle of David. Come Yasha'Allah DTA and the Bible Ball. Shalom.